Hey everybody, Grayson from PokeProfit. The Pokemon market is peak insanity right now, and you're going to see that today in the end of week market update. Sealed products, singles and slabs over $1,000 USD. Starting off, a Celebrations UPC. This sold for $1,080 USD. This really does give me confidence that the 151 UPCs will probably hit $1,000 this year. These are continuing to climb in price. Part of that probably has to do with the promos inside being very expensive in tens, and then also Celebrations in general is just kind of on a run right now. So good to see there if you own that product. Now after that, for $1,100, we have a 2019 collector's chest. This has team up packs inside, I believe, and then also I'm pretty sure this is the chest that comes with the Armored Mewtwo promo. That's very expensive in a 10. So there you go, $1,100 there. Ascended Heroes ETB cases. This sold from Slab Sharks in Canada for a little bit over $1,500 Canadian, which is approximately $1,116 USD. Guys, you can still find Ascended Heroes cheaper than this in Canada. I think Remy's Card Trader and there's a couple other stores still selling cases in the 1,400 Canadian range, which I think, all in, you're paying, I want to say around 107 USD converted, shipped to your door. And that's if you have to pay tax. If you don't pay tax, it's like 102, 103, something like that. So you can find it a little bit cheaper than eBay still, but these are already going up in price a little bit. Fusion Strike here, sealed booster box, $1,135 USD. 151 PCTB, this sold $1,375 from a fairly small seller, 194 feedback. I will say I did the PC ETB update in the spreadsheet today. All the sets are going in the right direction, in my opinion. I'll probably make a video on that tomorrow. I would expect even some of the ETBs that have been hit fairly hard over the past 3 to 4 months, like Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved. What else could we throw in there? I don't even know what else we could throw in there. Maybe Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, a lot of these older sets that got hit. I think we're going to start to see those rebound, and some of them already have by a few percentage points over the past 28 days. So more details on that tomorrow, more than likely. Prismatic Booster Bundle Display, $1,425. I still don't get why people are paying this much of a premium just to get a bundle display. I get it. The appearance of this product, S tier in my opinion. I really like it, especially for a booster bundle display. This and 151 are the ones I enjoyed the most. I think we have the Black Bolt White Flare right after. I'm not as big of a fan of these. I don't know why. Like maybe it's just the colors and also the pattern on the displays. So I get why people want these prismatic bundles. And also, we didn't get the displays in North America. At least I'm pretty sure we didn't. So that's kind of why there's a massive premium on these, at least in eBay North America. The White Flare Black Bolt ones, $1,694.69. Fairly specific bid there, but these are in a decent range. I'd say like there's no crazy premium like we're seeing with Prismatic, but probably a little bit of a premium there over the loose bundles. Evolutions booster box, $1,948. Evolutions is getting close to 2K at this point, consistent sales. You can still find the box cheaper. There are a lot of auctions that still show up on a monthly basis that end in the 16, 1700 range. So you can find the box cheaper than this, but we are headed in the right direction. And I did the XY update 2 days ago at this point, 3 days ago. Most of the boxes actually were trending upwards by a couple dollars, which is a good sign, in my opinion. Also, the Generations ETB, fairly expensive. The Double Crisis blister packs, those are going up as well. And a couple more sealed items here. We have the 151 bundle display, $2,025. You guys know this is fairly close to market, what we're seeing on TCG Player as well. Destin Rivals booster box case, $2,985. That's sub $500 per box inside a case. Destin Rivals boxes are coming down a little bit. I think it makes sense. Massive run up on these. People are starting to question, should I hold on to this? Should I take some profit? Should I move this into, maybe a newer product like Ascended, Prismatic, 151, whatever? Pretty sure that's what we're seeing right now. So if you want Destin Rivals, I'm still not buying any around $500 a box. It doesn't feel great to me, just based on the age of the product and honestly how good of a set it is. I understand it's a good set, but a lot of people compare this to Evolving Skies. To me, Evolving Skies is way above Destin Rivals. I would compare Destined to a Fusion Strike, right? And Fusion, that set's what, 4 years older than Destin Rivals. Top 10 value is fairly similar. Top chases, you could potentially even argue that Fusion has Destin beat, right? Like the Mewtwo is a great card, but so's the Gengar, the Espeon. So there's a lot going on with Destin right now that makes me just not want to dive super deep into it. But I think if you're buying, let's say, the booster bundle cases for $45, $50 a piece, maybe even $55, it makes sense, in my opinion, if you want exposure to Destin Rivals. Cosmic Eclipse here, sealed box, $3,600, fairly in line with what we've been seeing over the past couple months. We have an interesting item here. This is a 3-pack Check Lane Blister, and this is Power Keepers, 2 packs, and Unseen Forces, 1 pack. You also have a Deoxys promo, and the Check Lane's not in perfect condition. It's fairly old, and check lanes in general tend to get beat up a little bit. This sold for $6,000 or best offer. According to 130 Point, it sold for $5,000 USD. So a massive sale there on a vintage check lane. After that, Flashfire, this box sold $8,950 or best offer. According to 130 Point, it sold for $9,100 USD, which doesn't make sense. My guess would this is actually 9,100 Canadian. I would just guess, right? I'm not positive on that. There was another sale here too, 7,000 USD. So I think it's probably somewhere between like 7, 8K right now. That's where Flashfire's at. At one point, I want to say these boxes were pushing like $9,400, $9,500. It's interesting too. You're going to see here in a minute, Phantom Forces, a booster box sold. That's starting to run again. Whereas a lot of the XY era, sure, it's moving in the right direction, but nowhere near the pace that the top set Phantom Forces is. But after that, Black White, this is probably base, I'm assuming, from Black White era, $8,000 or best offer. This one sold for $7,200. So very expensive sale there. We also have a first edition Shadowless Check Lane Blister Pack. It's the Charizard artwork. This sold through Ryan's Card House for $11,982 USD, a massive sale. And the final sealed item of the week, we do have a Phantom Forces booster box that sold for $15,100 USD. Looks to be in fairly good condition, comes with an acrylic. So there you go. That's a sealed portion of the video. Before we get into the slabs, if you guys enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to people who haven't seen the channel before. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you do want to work with me this year, a bunch of useful links in the description as well. We have the market spreadsheet, we have the mentorship program, and consultation calls if you want to work with me one-on-one. And if you guys are shopping, eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville, I do have affiliate links always in the description. Free and easy to use. I'll get a small percentage of the sale at no extra cost to you, so helps out the channel. Thank you guys again. Getting back into the slabs, we're going to start off with the Blastoise EX. And normally the Blastoise doesn't show up in these Saturday videos because the card for the longest period of time in a PSA 10 was selling under $1,000. It kind of reminds me, about a month ago, 2 months ago, the Doflamingo alt art leader from Romance Dawn pushed over $1,000, right? And it showed up in, I think, one Saturday video. I don't know how long the Blastoise is going to be selling for over $1,000 in a PSA 10. Maybe this is a one-off. Maybe it ultimately ends up staying at this price and we find a new floor. But the run-up on Blastoise has been crazy. You can see here, PSA 10 pop, 17,339. Total population is over 55,000. Now after that, we have the Pikachu from Ascended Heroes. I think we're going to see both of them. This is the Crown Pikachu, obviously, $1,150 in a 10. There's 57 10s, 82 total population now. Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX from Destin Rivals, PSA 10, $1,200 USD. PSA 10 pop here, almost 10,000 on that card. We have the other Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. This is from Ascended Heroes. This sold for $1,300 USD. And then following that up, Rayquaza VMAX, the alt art from Evolving Skies in a 10, $1,630. I think you're going to see a couple more Sword and Shield alt arts showing up in this video. Charizard EX, obviously like the Blastoise, a lot of these 151 cards have just exploded, whether it's the ungraded copies or also the PSA 10s. This is now up, I want to say close to like $2,000. But this was a recent sale a couple days ago, $1,735. And then after that, Bubble Mew, PSA 10, $1,826 USD. Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike in a 10, $1,875, almost 25,000 total population on the Gengar. Lugia V, this is another interesting one because PSA 10s of this card, I want to say are selling like $1,100, but this BGS 10 sale, it is through Probstein, so, maybe you want to take it with a grain of salt, but this this BGS 10 sale, $2,050, almost double what the PSA 10s are normally selling for. So very big disparity there on the Beckett card. We tend to see that in One Piece as well. The BGS 10 selling for more than the PSA 10s. Same thing in Pokemon. This is the other Pikachu from Ascended Heroes, PSA 10, $2,125. This is definitely my favorite of the two Pikachus from Ascended Heroes. And the PSA 10 pop, almost 110, 109 there, total population 130. So a very high gem rate based on the initial 130 cards that have been sent off for grading. This is another example of this BGS 10 premium. So the Galarian Moltres V from Chilling Reign, $2,175 in English. Massive sale there. After that, Giratina V from Lost Origin in a 10, 3,000 Canadian. This was sold by Savage Cards out of Canada, fairly large consignment service. I actually just purchased a case of ETBs, the Black Bolt ETBs off these guys. Great service. They double boxed everything. I was pleasantly surprised with how good of a job they did. So shout out to them. That sold for 2,211 USD when you do the conversion approximately. Van Gogh Pikachu, this is still in the sealed plastic. So an interesting slap here, PSA 10, $2,280 USD. We have the Gold Charizard PSA 10 from Phantasmal Flames. Is sold for $2,705 USD. And we have about a dozen more cards to get through. Magikarp Illustration Rare in a 10. Very difficult to grade card, $2,965 USD. The Charizard X EX SIR from Phantasmal, BGS 10. So another very expensive sale here because PSA 10s generally selling like $1,700, $1,800, $1,900 now. This BGS 10 though, $3,119 USD. Moonbryon in English, PSA 10, $4,801 Canadian. That was sold by Savage Cards. So conversion, $3,538 USD approximately. You can see here, PSA 10 pop now over 20,000, almost 20,100 total population, almost 28.5K. Mega Gengar from Ascended PSA 10, $3,550 USD. There's already 222 of these out there. Total population 307. The Gengar Mimikyu GX from Team Up PSA 10, $4,200 there. Umbreon EX from Prismatic PSA 10, $4,300. More expensive than the Moonbryon. The gem rate on this is much lower, right? So that's always going to keep the ungraded copy of the card up in price, which is a good thing for you guys holding Prismatic. And then also for the PSA 10 holders, because there's going to be less of them out there compared to the Moonbryon, more than likely. It probably makes it a little bit more attractive of a card to hold on to. And we have a few more here. Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends PSA 10, $5,100. It's been this range for a very long period of time. Beautiful card as well. The Japanese version of the Moonbryon, I did want to show this off, PSA 10, $5,100 USD. The Mega Rayquaza EX from Ancient Origins PSA 10, $5,700 here. This card's been in this range for a while as well. Now after that, a very interesting card here. So Pikachu EX, this is the Black Star X and Y promo. This sold for $7,600 in a PSA 10. This is the Portuguese version though. And the reason why I'm highlighting this card, I think it was in the stream with PokeChuck. I said that this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite card in Pokemon. And I really do enjoy it a ton. The thing about this card, if you guys haven't seen it before, very, very difficult to grade in English in a 10. So I brought up the PSA 10 population. You can see here, the Portuguese is down here. So 10 PSA 10s, 54 total pop, 11 9s, 11 8s. The English version, 6,895 of these cards have been graded. So almost 7,000 copies have been graded. There are only 60 10s in the world. So less than 1% of cards are getting a PSA 10 in English. It's a very expensive card. There's currently one listing on eBay in English PSA 10. I think it's up for 50,000 USD. I don't even know if they have best offer on it. It's one of those cards that almost never comes to market. So something that I'll probably never own, but it's a very beautiful card. It's a lot cheaper, obviously, if you're getting a 5 or a 6 or even an 8 for that matter. But figured we'd throw it in this video, get some alternate languages as well. Espeon here, this is from Undaunted PSA 10, $14,200 USD. Massive sale through Probstein. I believe we have the Umbreon right after it as well in a PSA 10, $15,000 USD. This is Pop 83. The Espeon was Pop 54. So not a ton of these out there in the world. Mew EX Simplified Chinese PSA 10, $19,900. It's been in this range somewhere between like 19.5 and 21.5 for a very long period of time. PSA 10 Pop is now up to 417 on that card, and 3 more here. So we have a Azumarill, and this is a PSA 10 first edition. This sold $20,000 USD on the nose directly from PSA Pop 39 on this vintage card there. The Ouija Pikachu PSA 10, $20,200 USD. In the final sale of the week, we have the Mario Pikachu. This sold $33,350 in a PSA 10 through Probstein. I think there was a 34.5K sale as well. So it's in this range, right? And multiple of these still moving on a weekly basis. There are tons of cards changing hands, millions of dollars a week pouring into this hobby. It's great to see if you already have positions and a lot of stuff. If you guys are looking to build positions, I recommend the S tier sets, and especially the S tier sets that might be a little bit cheaper, right? That's why I'm looking at Ascended right now. It seems like a great play. Seems like an absolute no-brainer. So ETB cases, I'm up to 3. I want to stack these to the ceiling. PCTBs, also I think a very good shout. The booster bundle displays, I think those are no-brainer as well. If you guys want to go for Prismatic, Black Bolt, White Flare, like there are options. So if you're watching a video like this and you're getting overwhelmed because everything's very expensive, just know one, there are cheaper options. So don't feel you have to spend thousands of dollars to get into this space, but at the same time, start small, right? Build a budget, stick with it. Over time, you're going to look back and realize that you've come a very far way. So these videos are more just entertainment purposes for us to keep up with the market as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.